Hello, welcome to Mikey's Quacks. In today's short video, I'm going to show you how to back up data from your PC to the cloud using AWS. Okay, so the first thing you're going to need to do is register for an account with AWS. So if you just go to Google, type in AWS, click on some links, you'll be able to find a way to register. You'll need a credit card for it, and it will give you a 1-year free tier access. Now what that means is you'll get certain features like compute, etc. for free. Not everything is free, so do make sure you be careful what you use there. Okay, so when you've got yourself an account, you'll log in to the management console. You'll get a screen similar to this. And as we're working with storage today, I'll scroll down to the storage option and I'm going to log into S3. And S3 just stands for Simple Storage Service. Okay, so I'm going to click Create Bucket. And I'm going to give my bucket a name, and the region it's selected is EU London. I'm going to leave it as that, but you can select a region, which means the data will be stored in one of their AWS's data centers, which are located around the world. So EU London is fine for me. Now in terms of accessing the storage, I don't want any public access. I'm going to leave it as block all public access. That increases security. Bitbucket versioning, I'm just going to leave that as disabled for the moment. And because I have no public access to it, I'm not going to bother with server-side encryption. So I'm ready to create my bucket. Okay, once my bucket is created, I'm just going to click on the name there. And I'm going to go into management. And I'm going to add a lifecycle rule. And I'm going to call this Glacier. Now what I'm doing here, we've currently got a standard S3 bucket set up. Now there's another feature called S3 Glacier, which means that you can upload into Glacier. It's more for long-term storage, and it's going to be cheaper in the long run, unless you get to the stage where you need to actually retrieve your backups, and then you get charged for that. But if you're backing up stuff from your computer, generally you're not going to want to use it unless obviously you lose it. So you get to store it in Glacier relatively not cost free, relatively cheap, and then heaven forbid you end up losing your data on your PC and you need to retrieve it, then there will be a cost for that. So I'm going to apply this to all objects in the bucket. Current version, and I'm going to add transition, and here's where you select transition. I'm going to transition to Glacier after 1 day. And I'm just going to acknowledge and save. Okay, so now this is my bucket. If I go to overview, we've set it up to obviously transition 1 day into Glacier. And if I click on the upload button, add file, I'm just going to select the file that's on my desktop there. Okay, I'm just going to go for standard storage class because obviously after a day it's going to transition to Glacier. And here we can see it's now uploading. It's going to take a little time to do that. Okay, so if I just go back to Amazon S3, and there we can see there's my bucket created. I can upload pretty much as much data as I want to it. I think Amazon's got more spare storage than you'll be able to fill. And as I say, the cost is relatively cheap, especially when it transitions to S3 Glacier. And obviously there'll be a cost when you want to retrieve that data, but obviously when you lose all your data on your machine, you're obviously going to want to get it back and pay for that. Okay, well I hope this has been informative for you. Please give it a like, and any comments you feel, pop in the comments below, and subscribe. Thank you.